Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my videos. This is your Manchester United, Leeds United preview. It's Sunday, 4:30 kick-off at Old Trafford. The old rivalry is back. This is the first Premier League meeting between Manchester United and Leeds since 2004. Leeds obviously got relegated back in 2004 and they was out of the top flight for around 16 years. But last season Leeds won the championship and that was their first trophy in 28 years. Now the last time we played Leeds United was in pre-season. It was the summer of 2019. We beat them by 4-0 in Australia. Played them back in 2011 in the League Cup. Beat them by 3-0. Michael Owen had scored twice in that game and Ryan Giggs had scored. We lost to Leeds back in 2010 in the FA Cup third round. Jermaine Beckford had scored. Now, this won't be easy for Manchester United because Leeds play expansive football. They've got a good manager in Marcelo Bielsa. His philosophy is very, very good. Don't forget, a while ago he worked with Pep Guardiola. Leeds have got good players as well. Obviously, one of their key players is Patrick Bamford. He'll be playing on Sunday for them. They've obviously got Rodrigo. I think he should be playing on Sunday. They got him during the summer. A lot of people say he hasn't really made an impact at Leeds so far. They've got Diego Llorente. They got him during the summer, but he won't be in contention to play on Sunday because he's out with injury. They've also got Rafinha. I think he'll be involved on Sunday. They got him during the summer. They've got Calvin Phillips. He came back for Leeds not so long ago. Very good player, Calvin Phillips, to be fair. They've got that Click. He's made an impact at Leeds. They've got Robin Koch. He won't be in contention to play on Sunday because he's out with injury. They've got Stuart Dallas, good player. They've got Adam Forshaw. He won't be playing on Sunday because he's out with injury. They've got that Berardi. He's also out with injury as well. They've got Liam Cooper. They've also got Jack Harrison. Now, Leeds recently beat Newcastle by 5-2. I think Leeds are now sitting, 13th or 14th in the Premier League. Leeds this season have played Arsenal. They got a draw out of them. They've played Chelsea, obviously lost to Chelsea 3-1. They obviously played Liverpool on the opening day of the season, lost 4-3. They played Everton, beating Everton 1-0. They obviously got a draw as well out of Man City. So, yeah. Really, really looking forward to this game. We're coming into this game on the back of a 3-2 win against Sheffield United. Pretty good performance by Manchester United. Obviously, we went 1-0 down in the first 5 minutes of the game because of a bad mistake from Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson's clearance was blocked by Burke, and obviously McGoldrick had finished it. And then Sheffield United could have been 2-0 up because John Fleck had a great chance and it just went wide. Berger went off injured in the game. But as soon as we equalised, that's when we took charge. Obviously Marcus Rashford scored. He scored 2 goals in the game. Rashford's now scored 42 goals under Solskjaer. Anthony Martial also got his name on the score sheet and he did get an assist. But we was expected to beat Sheffield United because Sheffield United, are very, very poor. They are bottom of the league. They haven't even won a game yet in the Premier League this season. They've only registered 1 point. We've been doing very, very well away from home. Like I said on my match reaction this morning, we have become the first team to win 6 successive away games after conceding first in a single Premier League season, and we've won our last 10 away games in a row in the Premier League. But our home form is a concern. We've only won 1 game at Old Trafford so far this season in the Premier League, and that was the 1-0 win against West Brom, and you can say we was fortunate to win that. We have been enjoying our worst start at Old Trafford for around 50 years. Now, in this game against Leeds on Sunday, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to make a couple of changes from the 3-2 win against Sheffield United. I think David De Gea is going to be definitely back in goal. Like I said, David De Gea is going to remain our number 1 for this present time. Probably will remain our number 1 goalkeeper until the end of this season. David De Gea has been a long servant at the club. I think this is now his 10th season at Manchester United, and he's made over 500 appearances for the club in all competitions. But there's been a lot of Man United fans saying that Dean Henderson should now be number 1. He's done alright in the games he's played in. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier on, he made a mistake against Sheffield United. That game against Sheffield United was his second start in the Premier League. Dean Henderson has got that experience behind him now, like I've mentioned though, because he did endure 2 successful loans with Sheffield United. He also had loan spells with Stockport, Grimsby and Shrewsbury before. We got Dean Henderson at the age of 14, so he has been part of the club for several years. Henderson signed a 6-year contract with Man United during the summer. Now, I think Luke Shaw could be in contention to play in this game against Leeds. Luke Shaw didn't play any part in the 3-2 win against Sheffield United. Obviously, we decided to go with Alex Telles instead. Luke Shaw impressed me against Manchester City though. I thought his deliveries from set pieces were very, very good. Just come back from a hamstring problem not so long ago. My only element of concern about Luke Shaw is that he's injury prone. Scott McTominay could be in contention to start this game. Scott McTominay didn't start against Sheffield, but obviously, he came off the bench. Donny van der Beek, do you think he'll start this game against Leeds? Donny van der Beek didn't start against Sheffield, but he did come on. So far, Donny van der Beek has made 2 starts in the Premier League. Obviously, that was against West Ham the other week, and he made his full Premier League debut against Southampton. When we have been playing Donny van der Beek recently, we've been putting him in that deeper role, but that's where he's more effective. But you can play him like 3 different roles, like I've mentioned before. We paid £40 million for him from Ajax. Edinson Cavani, now he should be in contention to start this game against Leeds United. Edinson Cavani, has he missed our last 2 or 3 games? He didn't play against Sheffield United, obviously. Solskjaer did confirm prior to that game that he wasn't going to risk Edison Cavani, because obviously he's recently had a muscle problem. Now, I recently gave you the news on Edison Cavani, didn't I? Edison Cavani has been charged by the FA with misconduct for the racist comment that he put on social media last month. He has to respond to the charges by the 4th of January, and if he is found guilty, he's going to get a 3-match ban. That's minimum. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did confirm, I think it was prior to the PSG game earlier on in the season, he did mention that Edison Cavani did apologise. But he has enjoyed a fantastic start to his Manchester United career. The other week, Edison Cavani came off the bench and scored twice against Southampton. And he also got an assist, so he changed the complexion of that game. You know, he scored his first goal for the club in our 3-1 win against Everton. And he almost scored with his first touch when he came on against Chelsea. And that was his Premier League debut. I said when we got Edison Cavani, he will be the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic. By the way, on my next video, I will be giving you my starting 11 prediction for this game against Leeds. What formation do you think Ollie will go with? You know, do you think he'll go with a 4-2-3-1? He has gone a lot with that formation since he got appointed in as Man United manager. In a lot of the big games, he's gone with 3 at the back. A few times he's gone with a 4-3-3. A few times he's gone with that 4-1-2-1-2. So, yeah. Our next game after Leeds is Everton. That's in the Carabao Cup, and that's going to be another difficult game for us. Then after Everton, we have got Leicester, and then Wolves, and then I think it's Villa on New Year's Day. So, games are coming up thick and fast for Manchester United. We are definitely in the title race now. We are sitting, 6th in the Premier League. And I think we're like, is it 5 points behind top place? We've obviously got a game in hand. That's Burnley. We were supposed to be playing Burnley at the start of the season, but obviously it got cancelled, didn't it? You know, we won't win the Premier League this season. You know, I'm very, very sceptical of that. You know, Solskjaer's come out quite a few times and says, though, we can win the Premier League. Don't forget, he recently says that he wants Man United to mount a title challenge during this Christmas period. You know, we haven't won the Premier League since 2013. So we haven't won, you know, that now for around 8 years. But I'm hopeful that we can win our 21st title under the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era. And I hope he succeeds at Manchester United, Ollie, because I do like him a lot. And I've been saying a lot recently, haven't I, that he isn't the right manager for Manchester United. I still don't think he is the right manager for Man United, but I hope I'm wrong. Because I've been saying stuff like he's out of his depth at the club, and I've been saying, like, you know, his decision-making concerns me. Because it does, because in a lot of games, he has made mistakes. And I've been saying, like, he hasn't got that proven pedigree as a manager. But Solskjaer, a few weeks ago, said that his priority at Man United is leading the club to long-term success. He will still be Manchester United manager in January, will Solskjaer. Possibly will still be Man United manager at the end of this season. It depends on how things go. It's good that we are making plans for next year. We have revealed our transfer plans. we are looking to make 4 new signings. And we've identified the areas where we want to strengthen up. So we are in search for a centre-half. We're in search for a right-back. We're in search for a defensive midfielder. And we're also in search for a right winger. It's recently said that we're looking to make these signings next summer. Because we're not expecting to be busy in the January transfer window. I think it said in January we are focusing more on the outgoings as well as the incomings. But I think Fabrizio Romano just recently said that Man United will be active in the January transfer window. The players I think we'll get rid of next year is Jesse Lingard. We'll get rid of Phil Jones. I think we'll also get rid of Marcus Rojo. Sergio Romero will leave the football club. He's our third choice goalkeeper. Migalo will go as well. Migalo's loan with the football club expires in January. Daniel James could go, because Daniel James has actually lost his place in the team. I think Williams could go out on loan. It's actually Southampton that want him on loan. He seldom plays now because Brandon Williams is our third choice left back. Matic could go next year. He's been getting in the team a lot recently, but I've got my reservations about Matic. Obviously there's a lot of rumours that Paul Pogba is likely to leave next year as well. Juan Mata could also possibly leave next year. Ed Woodward has come out several times to support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Even though we did enjoy a bad start to the season and even though we are out of the Champions League. But during the summer transfer window, Solskjaer wasn't backed enough because we missed out on all of his priority targets. None of our managers have been backed enough since the Sir Alex Ferguson era, and our recruitment policy's been poor. And this is the reasons why the board's been one of the biggest problems at the club for several years. But like I've mentioned to you, there's a lot of players on our agenda who I think we could go in for next year. I think we're going to definitely go back in for Jadon Sancho. We're also going to go in for Grealish, I think. We could go in for Erling Haaland. Dayot Upamecano from RB Leipzig, he's on our agenda. Don't forget, next summer, he's available for around 37 or 38 million pounds. Solskjaer rates Declan Rice. We're looking at him. We've inquired about his availability before. Ousmane Dembele, he's also been another player on our agenda. Solskjaer has been Manchester United manager now for 2 years. We appointed him in December 2018. And he's been permanent Man United manager since March 2019. Solskjaer did very, very well as the interim manager. He won 14 games out of 19, didn't he? And this was what obviously got him the job permanently. Solskjaer signed a 3-year deal, didn't he, when he got the job permanently? And I think he's more than halfway through now, that 3-year deal. This is Solskjaer's second full season at the football club. If we can win a trophy this season and if we can finish in the top 4, maybe even the top 3, that would represent a very good season for Man United. Then that would give us something to build on. Ollie's managed over 100 games for Man United in all competitions. There's obviously been a lot of rumours of Mauricio Pochettino coming in to replace him. He's been the favourite to take over at Man United. Massimiliano Allegri, he's been on our agenda a couple of times. few weeks ago, Julian Nagelsmann was on our agenda. Reports from Germany said we could actually make a move for Thomas Tuchel if we sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the next few weeks. But yeah, it's the right thing to do, keep Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for now. We've enjoyed very good periods under him as well. We're enjoying a good period at the moment. Are we unbeaten in our last, 5-6 league games? We went on a 19-game unbeaten run in all competitions last season. We was obviously 14 unbeaten in the Premier League. You know, Ole did well last season, his first full season at the club. He got us qualification for the Champions League, also got us third, and he guided us to 3 semi-finals. You know, Ole has spent over £200 million since he became Manchester United manager, and he's enjoyed 4 transfer windows at the club. So January will be his 5th transfer window at the football club. We've seen a lot of players depart the club as well since he got recommended in. So there you go. But in the last 8 years, like I've said so many times before, we have been playing catch-up. Obviously, in the last 8 years, we've spent over £1 billion on players. And we've brought around 36 players in since Ferguson left. You know, 3 managers have been sacked since Ferguson left. You know, we obviously sacked David Moyes after 8, or was it 8.5 months. He enjoyed the shortest tenure at the club. Finished 7th under the David Moyes era. Lowest we finished in the Premier League here. We sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years, despite him winning the FA Cup. And we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years, despite him winning the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield in his first season. Obviously finished second in his second season, Mourinho, but obviously was trophyless that season. And I have been saying to you, haven't I, like Solskjaer's been facing the same problem as what Mourinho was facing, because Mourinho made it clear to our board in the summer of 2018 that he wanted to get a centre-half in. Obviously never got that centre-half in. There was a few reasons why it didn't work out under Mourinho, because he generally had bad disputes with the board, bad disputes with the top players, and I think we pointed him in too late. You know, to Mourinho's credit, he's doing well now at Tottenham. Mourinho actually recently said that he wasn't given time at Man United to be successful. You know. But yeah, like I say, really looking forward to this game on Sunday against Leeds. I think, by the way, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's done his press conference, so I am going to be watching that right now. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.